Everyone, today I'm going to be talking about my 75-gallon African cichlid tank and why I decided to set it up. I'm going to introduce you to my fish, and I'm going to just tell you the story on my 75-gallon. So during the beginning of the pandemic, my fiance decided he really wanted some fish, so we got this 35 over here and we put 6 of these guys in there. And we quickly discovered that it was too small and that it was not going to work out for them. So we hatched a plan to get this 75-gallon by Christmas, and we were successful. So we got the 75-gallon and cycled it, added a lovely FX4 in there, and we just started to scape it, and we put our fish in there. So then we started to add more fish, and it became very apparent that we had one very aggressive boy, and that is this guy. His name is King of the Mountain, and he was being overly aggressive with his tank mates. As you can see, he has his own nest, and he's still a little aggressive. However, once we added Fantasia the Frontosa in there and our lovely Lake Malawi trout, things got a lot better. Though he is still a little aggressive, he isn't harming anyone, and he seems to be doing a lot better. He is an Alunacata OB, and yeah, I know OBs tend to be aggressive, and he definitely lives up to that standard, as you can see by him making his little nest, being a little brat. He is my favorite fish, I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't get rid of him, and I think I would rather have him have his own tank than get rid of him. So the next fish I'm gonna be talking about is Raspberry. That's Raspberry. He is an albino Alunacata, and he is gorgeous. He is one of my newer fish. He's not about the original 6, but I love him, and he's showing his little personality more and more every day. The next one I want to talk about is Bengal. Bengal is also an Alunacata. I think he's a Stuart Gronti, but he is my pig boy, I like to call him. He eats a lot of food, the most out of everyone. Oh, he's a little aggressive there. And he begs, and yeah, he's a great fish. He's probably also one of my favorites. He was part of the original 6. The next fish I have is this little sunshine guy over here, who's still trying to color himself up a little because he is quite a bit smaller than the other ones. He is an Alunacata, Bengeshi, I think is how you say it, and he is a great fish. His name's Butternut. He is a little shy, and that's his personality, though I do love him. See, he's like, don't film me, please. Next, I want to talk about Quasimodo. So Quasimodo is one of my sulfur heads. When I first got him, he was not colored up. He was this size, so he should have been colored up. And the woman who was selling him actually gave him to me for free. He was like pure brown. You couldn't even see the yellow on him. I thought at first he was a girl. I was a little nervous, but he did end up being a boy, and he quickly colored up. So he's done really well in my tank so far. Oh, excuse me, Bengal. That's so rude. The next one I want to talk about is Yondu. Now, Yondu, I think, is a sulfur head, but he's blue. I don't actually know what he is. If anyone knows, let me know. I've done some research, and he seems to be a sulfur head, though he is blue. So I don't know. We called him Yondu from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Next, I have Thing 1 and Thing 2, if I can find Thing 2. He's probably hiding. He's a little, they look the same. They both look like that. They're babies, and they are the Placido Chromis Star Sapphire cichlids. Sorry, I gotta follow you, my friend. And they're gonna look gorgeous. I will show you a picture in a moment of what they're gonna look like. But right now they're just little tiny babies and they're starting to get their little blue color, but, oh, there's thing too. Yeah, so they're starting to color up slowly. The next fish that I have is a red foreman, and he's in the back right there, and he is a red empress hap. Or a Proteleus tenulatus, I think is how you say it. And I have two of those in here. I have the red empress, and then I have the super red empress or fire hap. But this is red foreman. We call him red foreman because he's a red empress. And then the fire hap is called fuego because fire, obviously. Finally, I have my Malawi trout. Now he is also a baby, so he's not totally colored up yet. And well, this isn't really finally, I just realized. And he is going to get large, so we'll probably need to get him a bigger tank, but for now he's just a little baby. I'm hoping he turns blue. His name is Fabio because look at that man's face, so cute, so handsome. Next I have Frontosa here. Or my Frontosa, his name is Fantasia, and he's shy. He doesn't like the camera. He was a rescue. Someone gave him up to the Cichlid shop that I went to, and she gave him for me for a really reduced price. He's older. I don't know much about his background, but he's very fearful of people. But he's really starting to warm up to us, and he's a really great fish so far, and he really keeps this tank sort of up and running and going. I think that's all of the littles. Oh, I couldn't forget. This right here is Captain Ron. So as you can see, Captain Ron is missing an eye. He was free. I rescued him. I don't know what type of, I know he's a Lunicata, but I don't know what type of Lunicata. I'm thinking maybe a red shoulder because he was sold to me with my other red shoulder, Jumanji, who's back there, who's being shy as usual. But he was born with the eye, without an eye. He didn't lose it or anything, and he may look a little sick, but he's not. He likes to sit up at the top of the tank and watch everyone with his one eye. And he'll even turn completely on his side to look at you sometimes. But he does have the other eye. He's not showing it right now. And then, yeah, I have Jumanji back there, who is a red shoulder, a Lunicata, and he's gorgeous, but he's like super shy right now. And then I have 3 Cynodontis catfish. I have 2 of the Cynodontis eupertus, so they're the featherfin squeakers, and I have heard them squeak before when I first got them. See, I think you can see one kind of in the little nest over here. There's one of them. You can kind of see his little butt. And they're a little aggressive, but I really love them. They keep the tank really clean. And then I have another one named Admiral Akbar. I'm trying to see if you can see in their little caves. And Admiral Akbar is a Eupertus angelicus mix, but you can't see him. And I'll probably post the videos sometime showing you, because they do come out, but right now it's not the time of day. So that is my 75-gallon tank. I keep this tank at about 8.6 and 8.7 pH. I keep it at 84 degrees, a little warm. I noticed they like it a lot, and I have the FX4, and I do keep some air stones in the back because I noticed my fish are just happier and healthier when I have it. Yeah, so that's my 75-gallon tank and the story behind it.